Welcome to Homework Lib.
Hello everyone, in this question they have asked that draw the reaction mechanism of esterification reaction that takes place between benzoic acid and 1-propanol. So here now let me write the general reaction of benzoic acid and 1-propanol in presence of H2SO4, that is acidic catalyst. Now let me write the structure of benzoic acid. This is our benzoic acid. This is our benzoic acid. When it is react with the propanol, that is CH3, CH2, CH2, OH in presence of acid catalyst, that is H2SO4. Here it produce propyl benzoate. The structure of propyl benzoate is, this is the structure of propyl benzoate. Here oxygen, here it is CH2, CH2, CH3 along with H2SO4, So this reaction is called as a esterification reaction. So in esterification reaction, what happens? The acid is going to be react with alcohol in presence of strong acid, that is H2SO4. Here it produces esters. So that kind of the reaction is called as a esterification reaction. Now we are going to study about the reaction mechanism. Now what happened? In first step, the protonation of acid takes place. Here the acid is benzoic acid. Now let me write the structure of benzoic acid. So now I am going to explain mechanism. That is mechanism here. So now let me take benzoic acid here. This is our benzoic acid. C double bond O OH. This is our benzoic acid. So in presence of acid, that is H2SO4, in presence of that acid, that is H2SO4, here what happens? Here protonation takes place. Here this oxygen having lone pairs of electrons, it is going to be abstract this proton. So here what happens? Here protonation takes place. So this is protonated acid. Here what happens? Here it is C double bond O H plus, and here it is OH. So in next step what happens? This oxygen becomes unstable. So to stabilize the oxygen, here what happens? This bonding electron shifts towards the oxygen to form carbocation. So this is the structure of carbocation here. Here what happens? OH, and here also OH. Here it produces carbocation. In next step what happens? The propanol is going to be attacked at carbocation. So this is our propanol, that is CH3, CH2, CH2, OH. Here oxygen having lone pairs of electrons. These lone pairs of electrons is going to be attack on this carbocation. This is nucleophilic substitution reaction. So here oxygen having lone pairs of electrons, so it acts as a nucleophile. So it produces here this kind of structure. Here this ring is remains same. Here it is OH and OH, and this OH group is going to be attacked here. It produces oxygen, OH plus, and here it is CH2, CH2, CH3. Here oxygen gets positive charge. So in next step what happens? To stabilize the hydrogen, here we have oxygen group, hydroxyl group is there. Here this hydroxyl group, in this hydroxyl group, here oxygen atom having lone pairs of electrons. This is going to be abstract this proton to stabilize this oxygen. So here it produces this kind of structure. Here it is benzene, here it is carbon, OH, and here it is OH2. Because here this OH is going to abstract this proton, it becomes OH2, and here it produces plus charge on oxygen, and here it is oxygen, and here it is CH3, CH2, CH2. This here it is oxygen, CH2, CH2, CH3. In next step what happens? Here water is a good leaving group. Here this hydroxyl group having lone pairs of electrons, and it is going to be donated like this, and this is going to be removed as a water molecule, minus water molecule. The elimination of water molecule takes place. Here it produces this kind of structure. So what happens? Here it is carbon double bond oxygen, OH plus, and here this group remains same. Now I am going to write this group here, that is oxygen, CH2, CH2, CH3. In next step what happens? We have HSO4 minus, and it is a strong base. It is going to abstract this proton to stabilize this oxygen. So here produce our desired product, that is propyl benzoate. Here what happens, here it is carbon and here it is carbon double bond oxygen. Here we have oxygen CH2 CH2 CH3. So name of this compound is propyl benzoate, and this is an ester along with H2SO4. Is going to be produced. So here H2SO4 act as a catalyst. So this is an example of esterification reaction. Here what happens, acid is going to be react with propanol in presence of strong acid, that is H2SO4. Here it produces ester. This group is called as a ester group. So this kind of the reaction is called as a esterification reaction. Here our product is propyl benzoate. Hope you found the video useful to you. Thank you.